My friend, let me start by telling you something important. Right now, as you are listening to me, your heart is beating. Every beat of your heart is proof that life is moving forward. But here is the truth. One day, that heart will stop. Your time here is not forever. Life is short. Very short. And if you do not spend it wisely, you will wake up one day full of regret. You will look back and wish you had lived differently. That is why I want to speak with you today. Stay with me until the end of this talk, because it may change the way you see your life. Many people live as if life is endless. They waste hours, days, even years, doing things that do not matter. They fight over small things. They get lost in gossip. They chase the approval of others. But at the end of life, none of this will matter. What will matter is how you lived, how you loved, how you used your time, and how you made yourself grow. Think about this. You do not know how many years you have left. You do not even know how many days. Some people think, I am young, I have time. But life is not promised. Every day is a gift. The truth is, you could lose it all tomorrow. So the question is, what will you do with the time you have? That is what we are here to explore together. Time is the real treasure. People chase money. They chase fame. They chase comfort. But the greatest treasure in this world is not money, not fame, not even power. The greatest treasure is time. Why? Because time is the foundation of everything else. Without time, you cannot make money. Without time, you cannot enjoy comfort. Without time, you cannot even breathe. Time is the one gift that all of us receive equally, no matter who we are. Rich or poor, strong or weak, young or old. We all wake up each day with the same 24 hours. The difference between people who succeed and people who waste their lives is not how much time they get, but how wisely they spend it. Think about this. Money lost can be earned again. You can start a business, you can work harder, you can save, and you can rebuild. Opportunities lost can be replaced with new opportunities. Even relationships, when broken, sometimes can be healed. But time is different. Once a moment is gone, it never returns. Once a day ends, it disappears forever. You cannot buy it back, you cannot trade for it, and you cannot bargain with it. Time is the most valuable resource, and yet it is the one people waste the most. Let me ask you something directly. Where is your time going right now? Do you spend hours scrolling on your phone, watching video after video, comparing your life to strangers you do not even know? Do you spend your days waiting for something magical to happen instead of making something happen with your own hands? Do you let the hours of your life slip away in gossip, in complaints, in distractions? If so, you must realize this truth. Every moment you waste is a moment lost forever. You cannot get it back. Life is short, and that means every second is precious. But many people do not treat it that way. They act as if they have unlimited time, as if they will live forever. They say, I'll start tomorrow. They say, I'll change later. But later never comes. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. The only time you truly own is now. The only day you can control is today. The only hour you can use is the one you are in right now. That is why wise people respect time. They do not waste it on meaningless things. They protect it like a treasure chest filled with gold. Using time wisely does not mean working every second without rest. It means giving your time to what really matters. It means spending hours on things that make you grow, not things that drain your energy. It means spending minutes with people who lift you up, not with people who bring you down. It means using your days for activities that make you happy, that bring you peace, that give value to others. Time should be invested, not wasted. Imagine if you had a bank account where every morning $86,400 was deposited. But at the end of the day, whatever you did not spend would disappear. What would you do? You would spend every dollar wisely, right? Well, time works exactly the same way. Every morning you are given 86,400 seconds. At the end of the day, they are gone forever. You cannot save them. You cannot carry them into tomorrow. You either use them or lose them. So ask yourself again, how are you spending your time? Are you investing it in your dreams, your health, your relationships, your growth? Or are you throwing it away on distractions, fear, and laziness? The way you spend your time today is the life you will have tomorrow. Your future is not built in one big step. It is built in the small choices of how you use each moment. My dear friend, remember this always. Money can be replaced, fame can fade, power can be lost, but time is priceless. Respect it, use it, protect it. Because life is short, and if you do not value your time, one day you will look back and wonder where it all went. Do not wait for someday. Many people live with the idea of someday. They say, someday I will travel. Someday I will write that book. Someday I will start that business. Someday I will get healthy. It sounds harmless, even hopeful. But you must understand something. Someday is not a real day. It does not exist on any calendar. Monday exists, Friday exists, December 1st exists. But someday? Never. Someday is a trick your mind plays on you. It whispers, you have more time, you can start later. And while you believe that lie, your life slips away moment by moment. The truth is, life is short, and if you keep waiting for the perfect moment, you will never act. Think about it. When will everything be perfect? When will you have all the money, all the time, all the knowledge, all the support, and no fear? Never. There will always be challenges. There will always be something missing. If you wait for perfect conditions, you will die waiting. That is why the only perfect time to start is now. The people who live fully, the ones who look back without regret, are not the ones who waited. They are the ones who took action today. Do not make the mistake of believing that later will be easier. Later is often harder. The longer you delay, the more excuses you create. Your fear grows bigger. Your energy gets weaker. Your motivation fades. You tell yourself, I'll start when I'm ready. But my friend, nobody ever feels 100% ready. People who achieve great things did not wait until they were fearless. They did not wait until they were comfortable. They acted while they were uncertain, while they were nervous, while they were afraid. Let me give you an example. Imagine a person who dreams of writing a book. For years they say, someday I will write it. But they never start. 10 years later, they are older, busier, and still saying the same thing. Another person, however, sits down today and writes one page. Just one. Then another tomorrow. And another the next day. In a year, their book is finished. What is the difference between the two people? It is not talent. It is not time. It is simply action. One person started. The other waited for some day. So let me ask you, what dream are you delaying? What goal are you keeping on hold? What promise have you made to yourself that you keep pushing into the future? Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to learn English. Maybe you want to change your career. Maybe you want to build a business. Maybe you want to improve your health. Whatever it is, ask yourself honestly. If not now, then when? If not today, then which day? Life does not wait. Life moves forward whether you act or not. And every day you postpone your dream, you are losing precious time you will never get back. The fear of failure, the fear of judgment, the fear of discomfort, these fears will not kill you. But waiting will. Because waiting slowly kills your dream. So stop waiting for someday. Stop believing in the perfect moment. Life is short. The clock is ticking. Take the first step today. It does not matter how small that step is. What matters is that you begin. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. And tomorrow, take another step. That is how dreams come alive. Not someday, but today. Relationships matter more than things. At the end of life, nobody asks, "How many cars did I own?" Or, "How big was my house?" Nobody lies in their final moments counting money or admiring trophies. Instead, people ask questions of the heart. Who loved me? Who did I love? Did I spend enough time with my family? Did I show kindness to my friends? Did I live in a way that brought me closer to people rather than pushing them away? These are the questions that truly matter, because life is short. And in the end, it is not the things you collected that bring peace. It is the love you shared. Yet so many of us forget this truth. We live in a world that teaches us to chase possessions. Advertisements tell us, "Buy this and you will be happy." Society says, "Work harder, earn more, climb higher." And so we spend hours at our jobs, chasing promotions, chasing status, chasing money. But in the process, we ignore the people around us. Parents become too busy to sit with their children. Children grow up forgetting to respect and honor their parents. Friends lose contact, not because they stopped caring, but because they were too proud or too distracted to reach out. Think about how many families break apart not because of a lack of love, but because of a lack of time. A father says, "I am doing all this for my family," yet he is never home to see his children grow. A mother says, "I am working so hard to give my kids a better life," yet she forgets that the best gift she can give them is her presence. Friends argue and stop talking, holding grudges for years until one day one of them is gone, and the chance to reconnect is lost forever. If life is short, then the people you love should matter most. Your relationships are your true wealth. A hug is worth more than a luxury car. A laugh with a friend is more valuable than a new phone. A dinner with your family is richer than any gold. When you look back on your life, it is these moments of connection that will warm your heart, not the size of your bank account. So let me remind you, call your parents. Even if you think they already know, tell them you love them. Tell your friend that you appreciate them before it is too late. Hug your children while they are small, because they will not stay that way forever. Be fully present with your partner, because love grows only when we give it attention. Do not wait until tomorrow, because tomorrow may never come. Too often we think, "I will spend time with my family when things settle down. I will meet my friend after I finish this project. I will give more time to my loved ones once I achieve my goals." But by the time things settle down, months or even years may pass. And once that time is gone, you cannot get it back. You may achieve your goals, but you may lose the people who mattered most along the way. My dear friend, remember this truth. When life ends, it is not the money in the bank that comforts you. It is the love you gave and the love you received. People on their deathbeds never say, "I wish I had worked more hours." They say, "I wish I had spent more time with my children. I wish I had told my spouse I loved them more often. I wish I had forgiven my friend." Relationships are the real treasure of life. So do not wait. Pick up the phone. Write that message. Spend that evening together. Choose love over pride, connection over isolation, presence over distraction. Life is short and things fade, but love lasts. The most beautiful memories are not made of money or possessions. They are made of people, laughter, and love. Live with purpose, not just routine. Many people live their lives in cycles that never change. They wake up, go to work, eat, scroll through their phones, watch television, and go to bed. The next day looks exactly the same. Then weeks pass, months pass, even years pass, and they realize nothing has really changed. This is not truly living. This is existing. It is like being alive, but not really awake. If life is short, why would you waste it living the same routine every day without meaning? Living with purpose means breaking free from this cycle. It means asking yourself the deeper questions. Why am I here? What do I want my life to mean? What do I want to leave behind when my time is over? These questions are not easy, but they are necessary. Because when you have purpose, every day becomes important. When you lack purpose, every day feels empty, no matter how busy you are. Many people think purpose has to be something huge, like becoming famous, starting a global movement, or changing the entire world. But that is not true. Purpose does not always mean something big. Sometimes your purpose is small but powerful. It could be raising your child with love so they grow into a kind human being. It could be helping the people in your community live better lives. It could be using your talents, whether it is cooking, teaching, building, or creating art, to make life brighter for others. Think about this. A teacher may never become famous, but their purpose in teaching shapes the future of hundreds of students. A nurse may never appear in the news, but their care saves lives and gives families hope. A parent may never write books or build companies, but their love builds character in their children that passes through generations. Purpose is not about size. It is about meaning. Without purpose, life feels like an endless routine. You wake up but feel tired before the day even begins. You do things but wonder, what is the point? You achieve small goals but feel no joy. That is why so many people, even after earning money or reaching comfort, still feel empty inside. They followed the routine, but they forgot the purpose. With purpose, however, even small actions become powerful. Cooking a meal for your family becomes an act of love. Going to work becomes part of building something meaningful. Talking to a friend becomes a chance to give support and kindness. Purpose changes how you see your actions. It makes every day feel valuable. So how do you find purpose? You start by asking, what gives meaning to my life? What makes me feel alive? What activity, no matter how small, makes me feel like my time is being used wisely? For some, it is creating something. For others, it is helping people. For some, it is learning, growing, and sharing knowledge. Purpose does not have to be discovered in one moment. It grows slowly as you pay attention to what makes your heart feel full. Remember, you are not here just to survive. You are here to live. You are here to grow, to give, to learn, to love, and to leave behind something greater than yourself. Do not spend your life trapped in meaningless routines. Break free by choosing purpose over habit. My dear friend, life is short. Do not waste it repeating the same empty cycle. Live with purpose. Let every action, big or small, connect to something that matters to you. When you live with purpose, you will not just exist, you will truly live. And when your time comes to an end, you will leave knowing your life had meaning. Stop worrying about what others think. One of the biggest ways people waste their short life is by worrying about the opinions of others. Many people live like prisoners, not inside a physical jail, but inside a mental one. They constantly think, what will people say? What will they think if I fail? What if they laugh at me? What if they don't like me? They are afraid of judgment. They are afraid of rejection. They are afraid of standing out. And because of that fear, they never truly live. But let me tell you the truth. No matter what you do, some people will not like you. You could be the kindest, most helpful person in the world, and still, someone will find a reason to criticize you. You could achieve great success, and some people will envy you. You could try to please everyone, and still, someone will complain. That is how the world works. Human beings have different opinions, different tastes, and different expectations. It is impossible to make everyone happy. So why waste your life trying to please everyone? If you try to live by other people's rules, you will lose yourself. You will wear masks just to be accepted. You will say yes when you want to say no. You will follow paths that do not belong to you, simply because you are afraid of disapproval. But remember this. When you do that, you are giving your short and precious life to someone else's control. You are living their life, not yours. Life is short. Do what feels true to you. Follow your own path, even if people do not understand it. Wear what makes you feel confident, not what makes others approve. Speak your truth, even if your voice shakes. Try the things you have always wanted to try, even if people laugh. At the end of your life, the opinions of others will not matter. Nobody will stand at your grave and say, I am glad they lived the way I wanted. What will matter is whether you lived honestly, whether you lived courageously, and whether you lived in a way that made you proud. Think of it like this. People's opinions are like passing clouds. Today they admire you. Tomorrow they criticize you. The next day they forget about you. Their opinions are temporary. But your life is permanent. You carry the weight of your choices forever. So why put your happiness in the hands of people who may not even remember you tomorrow? The people who make the biggest difference in the world are not the ones who lived for approval. They are the ones who lived with courage. Imagine if every great leader, every great artist, every great inventor had worried about what others thought. They would have done nothing. The world would have no progress. Courage means choosing your path, even if others laugh or criticize. So ask yourself, are you living for yourself, or are you living for the approval of others? When you wake up in the morning, do you think about what makes you happy, or do you think about what will impress other people? Be honest with yourself, because this may be the most important question of your life. My dear friend, stop giving away your time and energy to the opinions of others. People's words cannot build your life, and they cannot live it for you. Only you can do that. Be bold enough to live according to your values. Be strong enough to follow your own path. Be free enough to choose your own happiness. Because at the end of your life, you will not regret the people you disappointed. You will regret the moments you disappointed yourself. Live honestly. Live courageously. Live proudly. Life is too short to be anyone else but you. Forgive quickly and move on. Another trap that wastes your short life is holding on to anger. Many people carry heavy burdens in their hearts for years. They remember every insult, every betrayal, every mistake that was done to them. They replay these events in their minds over and over again. They feel hurt, and they feel justified in their anger. But slowly, without even realizing it, they begin to poison themselves with bitterness. Anger becomes a chain around their heart, holding them back from happiness, from love, and from peace. Holding grudges may feel like strength at first, but in reality, it is weakness. When you keep anger inside, you give power to the person who hurt you. You allow them to control your feelings, your thoughts, and even your future. Every time you think of the wrong done to you, you relive the pain. You let it consume your energy and your focus. You waste precious moments of life thinking about the past instead of living in the present. And life is too short for that. Life is short, and happiness is fragile. That is why forgiving quickly is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. Forgiveness does not mean that the other person is right or that you accept what they did. It does not mean you forget or pretend the pain never happened. Forgiveness is not about them. It is about you. It is about freeing yourself. It is about letting go of the heavy weight that is holding your heart down. You forgive not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Think about it this way. Every minute you spend angry is a minute you could spend happy. Every hour you spend thinking about betrayal is an hour you could spend in love. Every day you hold on to resentment is a day you lose your freedom. Bitterness is like drinking poison and expecting someone else to die. It only harms the person who holds it, and it does not change the past. When you forgive, something amazing happens. You release yourself from the chains of resentment. You open your heart to new opportunities, to new relationships, and to new joys. You no longer live in the past, but in the present. You regain control over your life. You begin to see the world not through anger, but through clarity and understanding. You feel lighter, freer, and stronger than before. Forgiveness also makes you wiser. It teaches patience, empathy, and understanding. It helps you recognize that everyone makes mistakes, including yourself. Holding grudges keeps you stuck, but forgiving allows you to move forward. It allows you to focus on what matters most: your own growth, your happiness, and your relationships. My dear friend, do not waste your short life being bitter. Do not let the past dictate your future. Let go of the anger. Release the resentment. Free yourself by forgiving. Life is too short to carry that heavy weight in your heart. Instead, spend your time on things that bring you joy. Spend your energy loving, creating, learning, and growing. Forgive quickly. Move on gracefully. And watch how your life transforms when your heart is no longer chained to the past. Remember, forgiveness is not weakness. It is strength. It is a gift you give to yourself, a step toward peace, and a way to live your life fully. Life is short. Do not waste it on hate. Free your heart. Forgive, let go, and move forward. Focus on experiences, not possessions. When people look back on their lives, they rarely remember the things they bought. Rarely do they think, "I am so glad I had that expensive watch," or "I am so happy I owned that big house." The happiest memories are almost always about experiences, the moments they truly lived. It is the trip they took to a new place, the laughter they shared with friends, the quiet evenings spent talking with family, the time they danced in the rain without care, or the long walk they took under the sunset. These are the memories that fill the heart and stay with you forever. Yet so many people spend their lives chasing possessions. They think that buying things will make them happy. They work long hours to afford the latest gadgets, designer clothes, big houses, and luxury cars. But the truth is, possessions can bring temporary pleasure, not lasting joy. Things break. Things lose value. Things get old. A new phone that excites you today will be outdated in a year. A car you treasure will one day rust. But experiences once lived cannot be taken away. They remain with you, stored in your memory and in your soul. If life is short, then it makes sense to invest in experiences, not just possessions. Buy memories, not just things. Travel, even if it is just to the next city. Explore new places, meet new people, and see the world from different perspectives. Step out of your comfort zone. Try new foods. Take that class you have always wanted. Learn a new language, a new skill, or a new hobby. These experiences shape you, help you grow, and give you stories you will remember for a lifetime. Experiences also create connections. A shared laugh with a friend, a deep conversation with a parent, a quiet moment with a partner. These moments strengthen relationships and build bonds that no money can buy. Even simple experiences, like cooking a meal together or taking a walk in nature, can leave a lasting impact. They create emotions and memories that material possessions can never replicate. Think about the happiest people you know. What makes them truly happy? It is not the number of things they own. It is the adventures they went on, the time spent with loved ones, the moments of joy and connection they allowed themselves to experience. Experiences give life meaning. They make your days bright and your heart full. Possessions, on the other hand, can make life heavy. They require maintenance, attention, and worry. Experiences lighten the soul. Even small experiences matter. You do not need to travel to a distant country to create a memory. You can find joy in everyday moments. Watching a sunset, sharing a meal with someone you love, dancing to your favorite song, helping someone in need, or simply being fully present in a quiet moment. These experiences are treasures. They stay with you long after the objects fade away. My dear friend, if life is short, do not waste it collecting things that will soon be forgotten. Spend your time and energy creating memories. Live fully in the moments that matter. Embrace adventure, laughter, love, and learning. Experiences shape your character, fill your heart with joy, and give your life richness that no possession ever can. Remember, possessions may fade, but experiences last forever. They stay in your heart, in your mind, and in the stories you will tell for years to come. Choose experiences over things. Collect memories. Live a life that you will remember, not one filled with things, but one filled with life itself. Growth is the best use of time. Life is short, but it is also long enough to grow, to learn, and to improve yourself every single day. Every moment of your life holds the potential for growth if you are willing to use it wisely. Every book you read, every new skill you practice, every challenge you face, and every obstacle you overcome makes you stronger, wiser, and more capable. Growth is not something that happens by accident. It is something you must actively choose. It is the best way to respect the gift of life because when you grow, you honor the time you have. Too many people waste their short lives in comfort and laziness. They settle into routines, do the minimum, and let their potential fade. They say, "I will improve tomorrow," or "I will try later." But life waits for no one. Every day you spend stagnant is a day lost forever. Every year that passes without learning, without challenging yourself, is a year that could have been used to become stronger, smarter, and better. The best investment you can make is in yourself, and the best use of time is growth. Growth does not always mean achieving big goals immediately. It can be small, steady improvements that, over time, transform your life. Learning a new language opens doors to new cultures and people. Developing a new skill increases your confidence and opportunities. Reading books expands your mind and changes how you see the world. Even facing challenges, solving problems, and overcoming fear are forms of growth. Each step forward, no matter how small, builds your strength and shapes your character. Do not underestimate the power of consistent effort. 1 hour spent learning, training, or reflecting each day adds up. A year of steady growth can completely change who you are. Imagine looking back 5 years from now. Would you rather see a version of yourself that has grown, learned, and improved, or one that stayed the same, caught in the comfort of laziness? Growth is what separates those who live with purpose from those who simply exist. Life is short, but growth makes it rich. Growth gives your life meaning. When you face difficulties, you gain resilience. When you learn new skills, you gain confidence. When you build your character, you gain pride. Every time you push yourself beyond your limits, you are adding value to your life. You are becoming someone you can be proud of. And at the end of the day, when you look back at your journey, nothing feels better than knowing you used your time to become stronger, wiser, and better. Think about it this way. Life is a canvas, and growth is the paint. Without growth, your life is plain, dull, and empty. With growth, your life becomes colorful, meaningful, and full of achievements. Growth is not only about personal success, it is about becoming a person who can help others, inspire others, and make the world a better place. Every lesson learned, every skill gained, every challenge overcome prepares you to live fully and to give fully. So, my dear friend, do not waste your short life being stagnant. Choose growth every day. Read, learn, train, and challenge yourself. Build a healthy body, a sharp mind, and a strong character. Push yourself beyond comfort, beyond fear, and beyond what seems possible. Life is short, but growth gives it richness that possessions, comfort, or even time alone cannot give. Growth turns an ordinary life into an extraordinary one. Remember, time may be limited, but your potential is not. Respect your life by using every day to grow. Because when life ends, it is not the things you owned, but the person you became that will make your life meaningful. Growth is the best use of your time, and it is the truest way to live fully. Gratitude makes life longer. Do you know why some people feel like life is short, while others feel like it is full and rich? The secret is gratitude. Gratitude changes how you experience every moment. When you are truly grateful, life does not feel rushed. You begin to notice the little things that make life beautiful. The sunlight shining through the trees, the smile of a child, the sound of birds in the morning, the gentle touch of a loved one, or even the simple taste of your food. These moments, small as they seem, create a deep sense of meaning in your life. Gratitude turns ordinary days into extraordinary ones. Many people wait for big things to feel grateful. They think, I will be grateful when I get that promotion, when I achieve that goal, when life becomes perfect. But the truth is, life is never perfect. Waiting for a perfect moment is like waiting for a train that will never arrive. Gratitude is not about the big achievements. It is about noticing and appreciating what you already have. When you are grateful for the small things, life begins to feel richer. Every moment becomes precious. Every breath becomes a gift. Every day becomes an opportunity to experience joy. Gratitude does not give you more years, but it makes every year you have feel fuller. People who practice gratitude experience life differently. They do not feel constantly rushed, frustrated, or dissatisfied. They notice beauty in ordinary places, kindness in ordinary people, and joy in ordinary moments. Even in difficult times, gratitude allows them to see lessons and opportunities rather than only pain. It shifts your focus from what is missing to what is already present, and that perspective transforms your life. You can start practicing gratitude right now. You do not need a special day, a big achievement, or a perfect situation. Begin with simple things. Thank life for the breath in your lungs, the heart that beats inside you, the roof over your head, the food you eat, and the people who care about you. Thank life for another chance today, another day to grow, another opportunity to smile or help someone. The more you practice gratitude, the more your heart opens to life, and the richer your experiences become. Gratitude also strengthens relationships. When you appreciate the people around you, you notice their kindness, support, and love. You express thanks to those who matter, and those moments of appreciation deepen your bonds. Friends, family, and partners respond to gratitude with warmth, creating a cycle of positive energy that fills your life with connection and love. Gratitude turns ordinary interactions into memorable moments and makes people feel valued. My dear friend, life is short, but gratitude makes it long in feeling and experience. It allows you to slow down, to notice, to enjoy, and to love. Without gratitude, time slips by unnoticed, and life feels empty. With gratitude, even the smallest moments become meaningful, and the simplest experiences become treasures. The sunlight, the air you breathe, the smile of a stranger, these become sources of joy when you are grateful. So start today. Do not wait for tomorrow. Do not wait for perfection, and do not wait for something big. Open your heart to gratitude now. Thank life for what you have, for who you are, and for the chance to experience another day. Gratitude turns a short life into a rich life. It fills your heart, your mind, and your soul. It gives you a sense of fullness that no amount of money, possessions, or achievements can provide. Remember, the secret to feeling like life is long is not in time. It is in your perspective. When you live with gratitude, life expands. Every moment becomes precious. Every day becomes beautiful. Life may be short, but gratitude makes it timeless, rich, and unforgettable. Final words for you. My dear friend, life is short. Too short to waste on fear. Too short to waste on anger. Too short to waste on worrying about what others think or trying to impress them. You only get one life, and every moment counts. The clock is always moving, and the days will not wait for you. That is why it is so important to use your time wisely, to spend it on things that truly matter, and to focus on what brings joy, purpose, and meaning into your life. Spend your time with the people you love. Cherish your family, nurture your friendships, and be present with your partner. These are the moments that make life worthwhile. Spend your energy on your purpose. Find what drives you, what excites you, what makes your heart beat faster, and dedicate yourself to it fully. Let your actions reflect your dreams, your values, and your passions. In doing so, you will not only enrich your own life, but you will also leave a positive impact on the people around you. Spend your days growing, learning, forgiving, and giving. Every day is an opportunity to become a better version of yourself. Learn something new. Read, study, practice, and improve. Grow not only your skills, but also your character. Forgive quickly, so your heart is free from anger and resentment. Give generously, not only your money, but also your time, your love, and your kindness. These are the things that truly matter, the treasures that cannot be taken away, and the gifts that make life beautiful. Remember, my friend, one day you will take your last breath. That is not something to fear. It is a reminder to live fully before that day comes. Life is precious, and every moment is an opportunity to make it meaningful. As I share with you on English Achieve, the choice is yours. You can live in fear, waste time, and chase things that do not matter. Or you can live boldly, wisely, and with intention, making each day count and building a life you are proud of. Do not wait. Do not put your dreams, your love, or your happiness off until tomorrow. Start today. Begin where you are, with what you have, and with the courage to make your life extraordinary. Life is short, but if you live it wisely, it will be enough. Every choice matters. Every action matters. Live fully, love deeply, and make your life a story worth remembering.